Hey everybody, Grant with Renew Auto here. We'll do a quick walk around video of the Mercedes GL. Just try to point out any imperfections, scratches, dents, dings, that type of thing. Give you a whole view of the entire vehicle just so that when it gets off the truck at your house that you're not finding any surprises on it. Starting at this front passenger wheel, I'm not seeing any curb rash. I know that the center caps have a little bit of corrosion on them, which is pretty normal for this generation of Mercedes. That's something that I see all the time. You can see that the brakes look like they're really new. There's no lip or anything on that rotor at all. And you can see just how clean and well taken care of the inside fender wells are. There isn't any corrosion or anything there. Undercarriage is also really clean. We'll get some photos of it as well to add to the listing. But we've had the vehicle idling for probably 20 or 30 minutes and no single drop underneath it. Temperature's rock solid, so really good running car as well. Moving on to the paintwork, there's a little scratch there on this fender, but that's the only one that I can find. Headlights in great shape. This generation of Mercedes, if they spend any time out in the sun, I'll see that these headlights will get really foggy and yellowy really quick, but this one's in great shape. Front bumper has little rock chips, pretty consistent with age and mileage. I'm gonna try to see if I can point out any significant ones. There's like a little teeny rock chip there. And same with the hood. The hood's in really good shape, but there's one chip right there. I think that's just about it. I think we might have a little teeny chip right there. But you can see that the black paint shows really well. Again, this headlight's in great shape, and same with all the fog lights too. This does have the park distance control up front as well. Moving on to the driver's side front wheel. Again, no curb rash on this one. Center caps, which are a little corroded. You can see the suspension, all of the air suspension works and functions. And the tires are in really great shape too. I'd say that's just about full tread on the tires. In fact, let me look at, 2023 date code on those. Moving to the driver's side, little teeny rock chip right there. I'm not seeing any scratches or anything. Side view mirror looks like it's in stellar shape. And no chips or cracks on the windshield. The plastic weather strip cowl is in really good shape too. That's another one that likes to get dried up if it's spent any time outside. Looking for dents or dings along this driver's side. Not seeing anything. It's a really small little chip right there, maybe a little scuff along that door. One rock chip above the driver's side door handle, but that's all I can see. I'm not seeing any dents or dings. Running boards are also in really great shape too. All the glass is in good shape. You can see just how good all the weather stripping is as well. That's one to check on these because it's really hard to replace that, and if it starts to get dry, it can be super expensive. So it's great to see that this one's got just stellar weather stripping. Roof also in really good shape. You got the sunroof as well, which functions. We'll display that as well for you. Moving to the back, rear wiper still functional, no cracks, no chips in this back windscreen. I'm not seeing any dents on the tailgate. A couple of really light little scuffs there. I know there's a scuff on this part of the bumper, and some touch-up paint at some point in its life has been applied there. We'll get some photos of that for you as well. I'm going to look along here. Oh, two little bits of touch-up paint in that area. And it looks like a little crack in this. I didn't even notice that until now. Huh, a little crack in the rear light section there. It does have the tow hitch with the electronic receiver as well for all your lights and everything. As far as passenger side, I'm not seeing any dents or dings on the rear quarter panel. The fuel cap area is in really good shape, no corrosion or anything there. This wheel looks like no curb rash on this wheel. The rear tire is also stellar tread depth on them. Let me check for a date code. Oh, 22. Yep. So those are really new as well. I thought there was a scratch. There's a really light scratch right there. I mean, you really got to be looking for it, but again, I just like to try to point out everything possible. Passenger side, really light scratch right there. You've got to kind of be in direct sunlight to see it. And one scratch right here goes along on this driver's side door. It's super hard to see on camera, but really, really light. Again, something you wouldn't notice unless you're looking for it, but I just like to try to point out everything that I possibly can on these for you, just so there's no surprises when you're excited about the vehicle and it's getting delivered off the truck. I want to try to get as much as I can condition-wise. Looks like there's no chips or anything in that side view mirror. Let me get the hood popped. We'll show you the engine really quick. And again, we've had the idling for 30 or so minutes while we've been doing photos, and it just idles dead smooth, no strange vibrations, no noises. In fact, let me try to get my microphone so you can hear there's no blister check or anything like that. Fortunately, the interior is in just as good a shape as the exterior. It does have the dark burl wood trim. All of these buttons are intact. These are really common to break off on this generation of Mercedes, but no issues there. No staining on the armrest from sunblock or anything like that. It's a really, really good shape. It does have the all-weather rubber floor mats, and the carpets underneath these are also in really, really good shape too. Bolsters have just a little bit of creasing consistent with age and mileage, but no tears, no burns, nothing like that. Fortunately, these are the heated and ventilated seats as well. Let me go through here and show mileage, 45,168. This vehicle is equipped with the extended leather dash, which all of the leather is in awesome, awesome shape. That's one you want to check and make sure that it's not peeling, because again, if the vehicle spends any time out in the sun and this leather starts to peel, it's a very, very expensive repair. So that's something to check. All the rubber trim, again, when you're shopping for these, you'll see this is a really common area for all of this to peel, but no issues there. And the steering wheel's in great shape too. No significant wear. Buttons are still in great shape. These haven't become sticky or anything, which is kind of common with Mercedes of this generation. Again, does have the heated and cooled seats. You've got your comfort sport mode for your suspension. The air suspension does raise if you want to go off-road or anything like that. Does have automatic climate control. It's starting to warm up here in southern Utah, so fortunately the AC blows cold and is fully functional. You can see a little bit of storage in the center console there. No evidence of ever being smoked in, of course. No odors and nothing like that. Got a couple of cup holders, some leather trim, and your center console. Again, all the stitching and everything here is in great shape. Headliner, stellar shape as well. No staining, no drooping. Does have the rear sunroof option as well. And then you've got your dual sun visors. Show the sunroof functions. And you do have ventilation mode too. So no air lights on the dashboard. Obviously no smoke or anything out the exhaust as you rev it. If on the V8 motors, if the valve stem seals are getting weak or old, if you've idled it for a really long time and then you rev the motor, you'll get a lot of smoke out the back. Not as common on the Mercedes, but if you are shopping for BMWs, that's one that's a very expensive repair that you'll keep an eye out for. But it's something to check on every vehicle, so that's why I like to explain and show that. Again, rear seats, all the armrests are in stellar shape, no tearing in the stitching, no sunblock or makeup stains, anything like that. Rear seats are just stellar shape. Got the center console with a couple of cup holders hiding back there, and the middle row is heated, and then you've got your own climate control there as well. And then you've got climate control in the ceiling too. Again, all-weather floor mats, all the carpets, the whole vehicle's been steam cleaned. And your third row, no staining, no tears, no nothing in the leather. You've got one indentation on there. I imagine that's from when it got folded down. There was probably something that it was folding on, so I'm not sure if maybe a little bit of time and heat and heat cycles will alleviate that. Otherwise, a little teeny indentation on the third row headrest. Moving to the rear, you can see just how much cargo room there is, even with the third row up. Still got lots of room back here. And then of course you can power fold your seats as well if you needed to. Got your spare tire toolkit and everything under there. First aid kit there, and some power outlets as well. You even got the AC power outlet too here in the back. If I knew how to push a button, there we go. No issues with that armrest, really good shape there too. None of the chrome is peeling. I had a CLS of the same generation where that was an issue, wanted to check out for was the chrome, but all the interior chrome on this one's in great shape. And this will fold flat, makes it a little bit easier to get in and out of. Does have the Harman Kardon stereo. All of the power functions work, and then you have all your adjustable bolsters, lumbar, everything there as well. Owner's manual is included, and then you've got audio inputs for iPhone and your locking lug nuts as well. A really well kept car. Unfortunately, the owner had another car come in and he doesn't have room in the garage, and one of them had to go and he just barely got this, but he wants to move it on to its next steward. So if I'm forgetting anything or you want additional details or any videos or pictures up close, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email me directly at grant, G-R-A-N-T, @renewauto.com, or you can text me at 435-278-8915, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks.